This production is brought to you by the Texas Advocates, in association with the Arc of Texas, and funded by the Texas Council on Developmental Disabilities. This is a production of the Peer-to-Peer Project.
Let's talk about where people live. Where do some people with disabilities live? Where do you guys live?
At our parents' house.
You live with your parents' house in the community. Okay. What about you, Christian? Where do you live?
McAllen?
You live in McAllen. Do you live with your mom?
Yeah.
You live with your mom? Okay, so you live in a house too. James, where do you live?
Dave?
Hi, James. Where do you live?
Wethaco.
Westaco. Who do you live with?
My mom and my brothers.
Your mom and your brother. So you live in the community too. So let's put some community houses out.
Put it right there. You know, we're right near the border, but not quite.
There we go.
Okay, so we also took a field trip. Do you guys remember? We took a field trip to the Rio Grande Valley State Center,
Oh, yeah.
right? So we know that some people with disabilities live in the state school, right? Okay, so let's put a state school out. What did you guys think of the state school?
And you didn't think it was that good.
You didn't think it was that good. Why wasn't it that good?
Wow. 75 acres and yet only 75 people?
75 acres and only 75 people live there.
That's
So-
ludicrous.
So what do you think that means? If only 75 people live at the state school, then where are most people with disabilities? Where are most people with disabilities living then?
Probably at their homes.
They're living at their homes. So we know that most people with disabilities choose to live in the community. Okay? Now, when you're living in the state school, you get all the services, any kind of help or support that you might need at the state school. Okay, what do you think pays for these services or supports? Who pays these people? What pays these people to work at the state school? What do we need?
Tax dollars?
Tax dollars. So money. Money pays for people to work at the state school.
Stop it already.
Sorry, Alva. Money pays for people to work at the state school, right? And take care of people. So we've got some money at the state school, okay? But we know that we want more people with disabilities want to live in the community, right, James? James?
Yeah.
More people with disabilities want to live at home with their parents, right?
Right.
Okay, so we need more money to go into the community so people can buy the services and the supports that they need to stay in the community. What do you think some people need help with? Right? Like, I live in my own apartment by myself, but I need someone to come in and help me clean.
Like a provider.
Like a provider. So somebody that comes into your home and helps you, sometimes they're called providers, right?
Yeah.
But we need money to pay them,
Yes.
okay? So we want more money to go into our community. So what is it do you think we need to do as self-advocates?
Like they should have the money instead of the money for the state school, maybe they should spend it more on with people with disabilities and help them at homes.
Yes, we want more money so people can be helped at home. So what do we have to do as self-advocates?
Just to speak up for ourselves and tell them what we want.
Speak up for ourselves and tell them what we want. Who's them?
Us Texas Advocates.
Texas Advocates needs to go to who?
The capital of Austin.
The capital of Austin, and we need to talk to our representatives and senators and tell them what we want. So we need to move some of those colored wheelchair guys, and we need to move them to the capital, right?
As well as the capital of our country.
And the capital of our country over there. And we need to
Seriously.
tell them what we want. What do you want, Elva? Tell me. What do you want?
Sorry, Elva? There.
Yeah. You want to live with your daddy, Elva?
With that, say it. There.
Yeah. All right. Great. Okay, so we need to talk to our representatives and senators. And we need to tell them what do we want. And what do we want?
Services in our communities.
Services in our community. Say that again. I want loud.
Services in our community. Like
Right.
the old people.
Like the old people. Because sometimes older people get services in their home, right?
Yeah, and they retain their dignity while they're at it.
And so people with disabilities want to retain their dignity? Really?
Well, yeah. I mean, what reasonable person doesn't, despite the fact that, he or she can barely speak at all?
Okay, so even Elva can live in the community because Elva can't speak.
So, that ain't a reason.
That's not a reason.
I know
Go.
what, Papa. I think
We're
ahead.
currently talking.
when the people have disabilities, meant they cannot talk or move when their faces are like that.
Yeah? But can they still live with their families if they want to?
Well, they should belong to the state school.
Aaron, that's the whole thing we're trying
Okay,
to be
okay,
against.
okay, let's talk about that though. Let's talk about that. Aaron just said that people with disabilities who can't talk or can't move should live in the state school. Why do you think that?
Well, not because I seen them everywhere, but I don't think I would like disabilities people.
Aaron, you're a person with a disability, therefore you should belong to a state school. That's the kind of logic that you're implementing on us.
I'm not a disability guy.
You're not?
You're not.
You don't have a...
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Aaron. Let me check your state record. Okay, Aaron Cordero, age 14, sex male, mental function high functioning autism.
Okay, so Aaron, you have autism, right? But I can't see your disability, right? So some disabilities you can't see, right? Am I right?
Yes.
What does everybody think? Am I right?
Alan,
Yeah.
stop correcting me all the time.
Oh, so it's about me now. Huh?
Okay. Okay, so we have a little bit of sibling rivalry happening here.
Yeah,
But-
Aaron, can we put it aside and just
Okay,
focus
but
on the
let's-
matter at hand?
Okay, let's bring it back now, guys. Let's bring it back now, guys, because Aaron brings up a good point. Aaron brings up a really good point. Some disabilities you can see, and some disabilities you can't see. So what do we know we need to do? If I can't see Aaron's disability, what do I need to do to respect him and honor him? What do we need to do?
Send him to a therapist.
No, not send him to a therapist.
We should send him to the therapist.
Okay, hold on.
Aaron,
Okay, hold on, guys. Okay, hold up here. What we need to do is we need to ask people what they want, right?
Yes.
If we can't see their disability, but we still know they have a disability, we need to ask them where they want to live.
yes.
Right.
Alva here wants to stay with
We
her
need to
dad.
give them a choice.
Yes, give them a choice.
Fernando, what's a choice?
The choices we have to make.
The choices we have to make. So we as self-advocates, we choose where we want to live. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
We choose. So people with disabilities need to go and talk to their legislators, because those legislators do what? They make the laws and decisions for us. So we need to tell them what we want, right? So we know that some people with disabilities choose to live at the state school, and if they want to stay there, that is their choice. But we don't have as much money as they do in the state school, right? So we want more money because we know we have people on waiting lists.